Good morning. We're back. Well, almost back. We're pulling in. Ship's backing into Galveston now. We'll be alongside the pier. I don't know, probably 15 minutes or so,
Yeah.
give or take. So it was a great cruise, and we've got all the details that you're gonna want to hear about what it's like to be on a test cruise. So stick around. I'll tell you all about it. Before we get started, if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to this channel. We want to thank everybody that has done so thus far, and I want to give a shout out to some of the other guys like Rob from Life in Favor. He's always commenting and encouraging us, and Fane from Travel Spree, Fane and Laura. Those guys are awesome as well. So check out their vlogs if you have not already. So thanks again for everybody's y'all's support on that. So now for the good stuff. You guys want to know what's the haps on the cruise?
Yeah.
One of the first questions we had, or many questions, is do you have to wear a mask on the cruise?
Mostly. In indoor spaces, most of the time. Not on the pool deck, and not in spaces that are designated vaccinated. So for the most part, we leave our cabin, we throw our mask on, we walk the promenade, our mask is on. If we're heading up to the pool deck to hang out in the solarium, mask off. You can walk around up there to the bar, to the restroom, no mask. Head to the dining room, pop your mask back on to get there. No masks at the table when you're eating, or if you're at a bar having a drink. In the theater, there was a designated vaccinated level, so no masks on that level. But if you were on the everyone level, then you had to wear a mask because you were with unvaccinated people.
Yep, and I think it was very clearly marked all the way throughout the ship, and I'm going to post a snippet here of the Royal Caribbean app. It shows either vaccinated or everyone in the app, so you know if you're one of the ones, the people that were selected, so this whole cruise was vaccinated, but they selected a certain amount of people to be unvaccinated guinea pigs and to test their protocols. So you'll see vaccinated shows, unvaccinated shows, vaccinated dining, unvaccinated dining. And then there are signs that they clearly marked all over the ship.
Yeah.
You know, this is a vaccinated guest area only, and here's a picture of that. And then there are other locations where it's not marked at all, but it's fairly relaxed unless you're my first stateroom attendant.
Maria was on the ball with the mask.
So I left. I was on a conference call, and I left our stateroom to head to the solarium, and I got about 6 or 7 cabins down and realized I was breathing very well, and went, oh shoot! So I had to turn around to go back to our cabin and get my mask, and lo and behold, here comes Maria just darting down the hallway, waving a mask.
Mr. Joshua, the mask.
So I'm like, yeah, I'm going back to my stateroom to get one, and she gave me a mask anyways. But for the most part, outside of that, it's been relaxed. And no matter where you sit on the fence, we're not a political channel. We respect everybody. If you want to do it, you don't want to do it. And I know Carnival just put out some rules. It's going to impact our trip on Saturday. But at the end of the day, guys, we want cruising to come back. We absolutely loved our time on the ship. We loved our time on Adventure of the Seas. And look, if this is what, in our opinion, if this is what it takes, let's just check the box, get it done. It really was not restrictive.
It wasn't bad.
Whatsoever.
I mean, it's what we're doing at home, right? Because there's still certain businesses asking us to wear a mask, just in general. It's the thing to do. So mask on, mask off. You just have it in your pocket. It wasn't that bad. It wouldn't stop us from cruising again because it was just so wonderful to be out at sea.
It was not cumbersome at all, at all. So, what else was there? The food was great. Had a great time with our new friends in the dining room.
Happy birthday to you.
And we had my time. This whole ship was my time. right? We don't normally do my time. We're normally early folks.
But we created our own time. So on the first night, we made reservations for 6 p.m. every night. We requested the same wait staff and the same table, which is why we like that. We like to get to know our staff. So super easy, super accommodating. We were at table 127, all crews. So it was great. Interesting to note, Royal Caribbean is doing this right now. There is no Windjammer for dinner, fleet-wide. So you're going to main dining room unless you have specialty or you want to go hit Johnny Rockets or you want to get a slice of pizza down on Cafe Promenade because...
Yep. They had Sorrento's pizza. Didn't try that, but that was open. That was open late. Playmakers looked great. We went through there and had a friend, and they had this big old burger. And he said it rivals Johnny Rockets, so we didn't try that.
He said the wings were fantastic too. He'd had the wings, so.
They stopped the wing challenge. We were going to do that yesterday, but they stopped it. So, but Playmakers open till I think 1 a.m. The app said or midnight. And
so there's a la carte options. You won't starve to death, but if you're just used to that knee jerk, go hit the buffet late, not a thing. So.
Yep. So we got off in Cozumel a couple days ago.
Tuesday.
That was great. No issues there whatsoever, right? So.
No, it's easy. You got to wear your mask while you're walking through the port, and then the taxi to wherever you're headed. It looks the same. We grabbed a cab. We went to Mr. Sancho's. Again, we love going there. We love the staff. Hello to Mr. and Mrs. Ortega. Everyone remembered us from being there in June, so that was amazing. Just all the love, just all the love there. It's just fantastic. So we had a great day. The weather was gorgeous. We hung out in the pool with Jersey, and we hung out on the beach and looked at the amazing ocean. And
no masks there.
No masks once you're inside of Mr. Sancho's. So all on the beach, pool, happy day, no masks.
Yep. Once we got off it, they did the fruit check like usual. They were fairly loose on the masks. I mean, it says in
there's signs everywhere.
It says in the guidelines if you're not near people and you're outdoor, you can pull your mask down. And we saw people both ways. But once you got into the actual port area where the shops are,
I wouldn't mess with it. Wear your mask for the 5 minutes it takes to walk through.
Yep. Walk through the gauntlet, and then get your cab. It's $17 each way for 4 people. You give them 20, and then
had a great day in town. That's it. Back on the ship.
No traffic, no people.
Yeah, no traffic, no people. There were 2 ships. We saw Adventure of the Seas parked next to us, so that was really awesome because, we kind of fell back in love with Adventure, having gotten on her in June for the first sailing from North America post-pandemic. On Royal. So it was neat to see her. We actually texted with some of the crew that we know on board and said hi. Right, we waved.
Ruby.
They can't get off or anything, but we sent them love from, across the dock. So that was pretty cool.
Yep. Then we had sea days both, obviously there and back. It was great. Raniel. Met a new friend, Raniel. He did good. And then the pool deck supervisor, Shaman. Sorry if I'm pronouncing his name wrong, but he, you didn't see much of him, but he and I talked every morning. He's making sure things are clean, and that's another good thing to talk about. Cleanliness. They are wiping everything. I mean, if you get up to go to the bathroom, come back.
My chair's clean again.
Somebody wiped your chair.
Because they're just sanitizing. They have
everything.
Extra crew. They're all carrying the pink rag and the special antiviral spray.
And they have these blue satchels they're carrying with all the
yes, and so they are just everywhere. You can't touch a rail, go down the stairs and touch a rail. You can't sit in a chair or be near a table and the little...
So they're seating also, so they have seats spaced out like in Cafe Promenade. There's certain areas
the table is closed.
It's reserved, they call them, and then they'll have little cards that they say this table's clean. Same thing in Lido Marketplace. I'm sorry, Windjammer. Same thing at the Windjammer. They have a little clean,
a placard
signs on it.
So you flip it over.
And then when you're sitting there, you flip it over. It's kind of like,
it's like at the steakhouse. Oh yeah, when it's green light, red light, in Forrest Gump. So
that way they know that the table's dirty and they'll come and clean it. But they're even wiping down in between plates. You go to the buffet and back. don't touch anything at the buffet. Don't even touch the plates.
Yeah, you're not allowed to take it. You know, there's a big stack of plates like this, right? And the bucket of silverware. You're not allowed to take your own plate. I made that mistake because, oops, and the attendant was just a little off to the side, so I walked up and grabbed a plate, and the supervisor came out, and she got fussed at, and it was craziness.
No crew bar for her.
Yeah, so they are being very, very careful. So there is staff to hand you your napkin roll. There is staff to hand you your plate, and then they're serving every item in the buffet as well.
I thought the food at the buffet was great, though. I mean, really.
Yeah, lobster embarkation day lunch. That was amazing.
The whole.
Yeah, it was great. All the fresh fruits and veggies, fish, protein. That's what I eat. It was very tasty.
Mm-hmm.
The salmon on the second day at lunch was probably the best salmon I'd had in forever. It's even better than what we had in main dining room. It had a beautiful char on the top. It was
Probably didn't take a picture of it.
I probably didn't. I just ate it.
No pictures there, but I got some videos. So.
Yep.
So anyway, the buffet. I thought the food was great. If you like different food, like Indian food, I love their Indian food. They had this,
I had the Indian vegetarian.
Yeah,
It was fantastic.
and they had this like chicken curry or something I did, and steak curry or whatever. It was awesome. It was really, really good. Salads were great. Main dining room, again, we just like that. Prime rib night twice.
Yeah, you got it.
No lobster on this one, obviously, the 4 night.
No, it's a 4 night. But it's okay because we had lobster. Again, I'm going to say it again. I was shocked. We walked through the buffet for lunch on Embarkation Day, and there is half-grilled lobster tails, as much as you want. It was so good.
We didn't do any of the specialty restaurants. We couldn't get in, and we just kind of were a little bit late to the game there. But especially sold out every night. I understand. Talking to some of our other friends that do go,
Yeah,
and then we
rave
tried
reviews.
again. And yeah, I heard Azumi was off the charts on this one.
Yep.
But everybody had a great time with that. So, what else can we do?
Well, we're wrapping up. They have tied up. We can see we're on our balcony, and I can see the ropes are tied up. So now we're waiting for our appointment time. They're being very measured in everyone disembarking. So we have the numbered luggage tags, and they're going to call them very specifically so that we all get off socially distanced. So now we're just kind of waiting to get off and go back through customs.
Enjoying our coffee.
Yep, finishing our coffee on the balcony. Get off. Head home for 2 days and then get on our next cruise.
Yeah, it doesn't feel so bad.
It's not
Getting
so
off,
sad
we're
today
not.
because we're getting on another one on Saturday.
Yeah, so we're blessed. I want to thank Royal Caribbean for this opportunity.
Yes.
We were blessed with this cruise. So I mean, it was something that came about we got the notice 48 hours before embarkation, and we were able to pull it off. So thanks to everybody for.
Well, we're glad we could participate. I mean, we love cruising so much. So to be able to support the return to cruising, we've answered a few questions on board. We've been told that there may be some feedback to give as we get off also. So we're just so honored to be able to help because we want cruising to be back stronger than ever.
Yep. So again, thank you Royal Caribbean. Thank you Rusty, our VDM, for making this happen, and Galen and Vicky and everybody else that made this possible for us. So thanks again for watching. Again, one more plug, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. This is just one of many videos that we'll be pushing out for this. So,
Crazy.
anyways, thanks again for watching. Have a good day.